What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, you guys? All right, what's going on? Listen. Let me tell y'all, because y'all know for the first 5 minutes, I just be running my mouth to y'all at the beginning. Y'all know this already, but let me let y'all know. So y'all know y'all didn't get no video yesterday. It was no way y'all was gonna be able to get a video yesterday. I'm just gonna be real because number one, I worked a late shift yesterday. So it wasn't like I got up at 4 a.m. to go to work. I ain't have to be at work until 2 p.m. and I didn't get off until 10 p.m. So that was one thing. Number two, when I woke up yesterday, I was hung the fuck over. So I had every intention on getting up, doing the video, then drop it, go to work. So y'all could have something to watch yesterday. But I was way too hungover after filming Thursday that I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be able to do that. Then the reason why this live is late because on top of that, I got off last night at 10 p.m. and had to come right back to work at 6 a.m. this morning. So I was just laying up in my bed after I got through eating some Papa John's and I was starting to fall asleep. And then when I woke up, it was like 6:29. So I was like, oh shit, it's time for me to do this live. So yeah, your boy is tired, but I had to get up here and do this video today because I'm like, well, I might be tired, but I had promised them at least one video a day, not skipping no days. But baby, yesterday I had to get skipped because I was fucking hungover. Ain't no way in hell I was gonna be able to get up and do no video before work yesterday. So yes, okay. But y'all see me, I'm here. I'm a little tired though, but I'm here. So I appreciate you guys for being here and all that other good stuff. If you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe right now. We're at 57.9K. We're like less than 50 away from no, we're at 56K. I'm sorry. We're less than 50 away from 57K. So we still got a goal to reach, and hopefully we reach that. Hopefully we hit 57K before the month is over. That's what I'm hoping. Before the month is over, we hit 57K. So, make sure you guys are subscribing and all of those things. What else is going on? What else y'all want to know before we get started? The fact is that it keeps raining on and off here in Atlanta today. Cause just a minute ago, Ondario and them was here, and then they, him and Jamar gone. So it had started raining real bad. Like it was raining hard as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? And now the sun back out like it wasn't just raining a minute ago. So it's just like, what the fuck going on? Shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You feel what I'm saying? Like, the hell? So, we're at 51 people. Y'all know the goal is to hit 100 people with every live that we do. So we're at the halfway mark to what the goal normally is. Okay. Y'all already know that. Let me see. Wait a minute. All right. So, but anyways, okay, it's about that time to get started. So it's 3, 2, 1. Okay, y'all. So we're about to go ahead and get into what we're here to discuss, y'all. We're getting ready to get into it. We're getting ready to get into it right now, y'all. All right. So let's start it off with the very first topic of the day, and that is Miss Monique Samuels. Okay. Now, as you all already know, Miss Monique Samuels is returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac for season 10 as a friend of this upcoming season. But y'all do know that earlier this year, it was revealed that Monique Samuels was returning, but Monique came out and said that it wasn't true. But this time that the rumors have resurfaced that she's returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac, she herself has come out and address those rumors. And she has basically confirmed that those rumors are true. Let's get into what Monique had to say, and then we'll be back with my commentary. We had 70 people. Let's get it to 100. Let's go.
I've been gone. Every time I've been asked, I've been like, no. Even this year, like literally, I said I declined probably a good 7 times. And then something happened, something changed. And I was just like, I'm not the person that I was. And a lot of the reasons that I said no was because of the person that I was, and I'm not her anymore. So, what better way to test my healing? But no, for real, I have been running from the platform that gave me a foundation out here in these streets. And when I really thought about it, what was keeping me from returning was a lot of fear, and it was also a lot of PTSD. Um, I was built way different then. I'm built a little better now. And giving everything that I have going on in my life between my business, Millie of Essentials, which has been extremely successful, and then also my book that I've been working on, which for anyone who's been following me consistently, y'all know I've been talking about my book for like at least 2 years now. It's been a work in progress, a work in it's also something that's near and dear to me. And I love that you'll not only be able to see the levels of growth that I've achieved when you read my book, but you'll also be able to see it now on TV as well. So I have been able to move past that, and it's my season. I'm stepping into my season. I feel like everything that I've gone through up until this point has been for this moment, and I'm really excited. And yes. I'm not worried. I'm like, I put my ego in check a long time ago. I put my ego in check during Love and Marriage DC. How about that? But I've grown so much, and I know who I am, and I have nothing to prove. I need the skincare line since I've been gone. Every time I've been asked.
So that was Monique basically confirming the rumors about, her returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac and all of those great things. So that was pretty much suggested that. Now, according to her, she's not in the same place that she's been in, that she was in the last time she was on the show, which is one of the reasons why she claims that she pretty much, declined said show or whatever, because she wasn't in that place no more. But then, all of a sudden they came back again this time to ask her to come back, and she went ahead and decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the show. This is what I feel like happened, right? And I know that a lot of y'all might agree. It might be some of y'all that don't, and that is absolutely fine. But I'm just telling y'all what I believe. Let's be real, Monique. You ain't married to Chris no more. You got these businesses, you got this book dropping. Not only do you got this book, but you talking about those essential oils is doing well and all of those, great things. And in so many words, you probably feel as though you need this show as a part of, the visibility. And you need that little check that you said was so little to go ahead and put more into your brand. And if that's what it was, then that's what it was. I don't see why the fuck we acting like that's not what it is. Okay. So just be real, girl. I got a business. I got a book. I got kids. I got to feed these folks. I need another form of income. So I chose to come back to the show. And I ain't got Chris no more. I can't live comfortable anymore like that. I gotta go out and get it for real. Cause I really feel like if she wasn't divorced right about now, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though she still would not be on this show. Although she did go and do Love and Marriage, DC and stuff like that. But even after that, she was talking about how bad her experience was over there. You feel what I'm saying? So she was talking about how bad her experience was over at Bravo, and here she is. But let's also play devil's advocate as well. Let's also say that people are allowed to change their minds people are allowed to look at things in a different format, in a different way, right? So, and I'm only saying that because, I'm a person that said I would never do web reality or any kind of reality show. And look at me filming nonstop. So yes, people can change their fucking mind now. When there's something else in mind, or you're in a different place at some point in time, and you feel like you can see it in a different way, like the opportunity can present itself in a different way or something like that, then maybe you'll be able to soften up to the idea. Okay, well, even though I said no the first time, it may not be as bad as I think it is. You feel what I'm saying? But all of this positivity, and I'm gonna be Erica Badu, and live on my life, and all this essential oils and the energies and the crystals and all that shit that she talking about, she finna be on. Girl, I don't believe none of that. As soon as you get in front of that camera, you finna be right back in the mess. And that's okay. Clock the fuck in. I mean, we all think we not gonna be in no mess before we get in front of that camera. And once we get in front of that camera, we be in a mess. Trust me, I know. So at the end of the day, I mean, girl, it is what it is. And another thing too, it really don't matter if you went back for the little check that you perceived as little. It don't matter if that's the case. You feel what I'm saying? Because if that is the case, then that's fine. That's fine if that's the case. It's nothing wrong with that. But just be 100 about it. You got a business. You ain't got your husband's money no more. So, you just doing what you got to do. I'm just trying to be me, doing what I got to do. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of these girls that used to be on Bravo and stuff like that, they after the experience is over for them, they always go publicly and talk about how terrible the experience was, but then come crawling back to the show. They all do that. I mean, if I'm gonna have that energy with Nene, because I still feel that way about her. She talked about how she was discriminated against. She talked about how Andy was a cokehead. She talked about unfair treatment, and she ready to come back. If they called her right now and said, Nene, we want you back on the Housewives of Atlanta, her ass will be right back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what they all do. So while Monique is in up here saying, no, 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 I ain't coming back. 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 In the grand scheme of things, she know that she need this show. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, because when someone says, girl, you need that show, people would take that as you're saying it in a negative ass way. Like, girl, you need that show. But she do need it. She do need it. And there's nothing wrong with being honest about it and saying it. Like, she do need that show. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, while she's back on this show, she could be using this as another opportunity to do something else, to be quite honest, in my eyes. I feel like that's what she could be doing. She could be taking this opportunity to do something else. You feel what I mean? Like, she can get back on Housewives of Potomac. If she performs well enough, she could get her ass on Traders or something, like somebody said in the comments. Like, she could do all those things if she performs well. You feel what I'm saying? So, come back, get your little check, perform well as a friend, work your way up and see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't know what Potomac is going to give this season. Karen's not there. I'm glad that lying ass Mia gone. So we don't know what the fuck the Housewives of Potomac is going to give. But I just want her to come back. And I'm not one of the people that's mad at Monique coming back, honestly. I like Monique. Like, I know that it's popular to hate her. I know a lot of people still mad with her about that whole fight with Candace. I just feel like bitches fight, niggas fight, everybody do it every day. So I'm not really mad at her because she got the fight with Candace. She really didn't, that's the biggest thing that she did while being on this show. I ain't never just hated Monique like that. I've always liked Monique, but I do think that Monique got a big ego. And sometimes I do think that Monique be lying her little ass off sometimes. But you know what? It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I believe, But I ain't mad with her coming back. I'm actually glad that she's coming back, honestly. It should have been either her, Katie, or Candace to come back. If anybody don't need to come back, if there's anybody that I don't want to fucking see, that's Robin Dixon. I don't want to see her. And that's Sharice. I don't want to see her either. So them the only two people that I would rather not see come back to this platform. And that's just me being real when I say that. So come on back, Monique. Come on back, Monique. Now, before we move on to the next story, while we're in Housewives, I do know that the Housewives of Atlanta, the streets are talking, honey. You know, I ain't one to gossip, but the streets are letting me know that the Real Housewives of Atlanta is already casting for the new season. That's what I heard. Okay, and it's not going to be no big old cast overhaul or no big ass reboot based off of the things that I've heard, but I did hear that they're already doing a little bit of casting. They're probably looking for Brit's replacement, probably. That's probably what they're looking for, you know, so that's how I feel. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, they're doing a little bit of casting for season 17 already. You know what I mean? And some of the girls, you know, that's all I'm telling y'all because I've heard a lot. You know, my sources be talking, honey, and they're already casting for season 17. So more than likely they're looking for someone to fill in Brit's place. I think it will be probably cheaper for them to get a brand new girl versus going back, getting somebody from the old school housewives who probably would demand a big ass salary that they are used to having and all them type of things like that. So, you know, that's what the streets is. In the streets of Atlanta, that's what I heard. They're already casting for the new season, which is what I said might be for Brit's replacement. Because from what I heard, most of those girls are still most of the girls that you see on this show this season is probably gonna come back. That's what I heard. But you know, whatever. Moving on to the next. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Miss Yandy. Okay, Yandy Smith, y'all. Now, y'all know that Yandy Smith been in the blogs, honey. She been in these blogs heavily, honey. And we've been hearing about her and her side dude. Now, we heard this from the best friend first. Now, the best friend who is pissed with Yandy at this particular moment has decided that he is going to screw her the same way that this new nigga been screwing Yandy, apparently. So we're gonna go over here to its own site, honey. All right. Now, we hear that the alleged secret lover came out and confirmed that he was fucking Yandy. Okay, so it says that Michael, I can't pronounce that last name, but he finally speaks out and confirms that he was messing with Yandy and says that it wasn't a one-time thing either. And according to him, their involvement lasted over a period of time, and now he's taking responsibility and bowing out of the drama. So we're gonna start off with the best friend posted, because the best friend this time posted pictures and videos of this man that Yandy been fucking around with. Now, his name is Busy B80. He said he added the dude by the name of Michael, whatever his last name is, and it said London Bridge is falling down, LOL. This is that fine gentleman I was telling y'all about. Oh, and the room in London, honey. Those are the photos and shit like that. Photos. Okay. That's the hotel room and shit. There we go. That's the nigga right there. That's him. He is fine though. He look better than me in DC. No lie, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. But yeah, that's the yep. Yeah, he got the pictures of the nigga. Here's my thing, y'all. I would never be here for best friends airing out each other's dirty laundry after they done fell out. I think that is the lamest shit in the world, y'all. Just taking out the fact that this is some juicy ass tea, taking it away from the fact that, you know, this shit is crazy, taking away from the fact that, you know, why are we doing this, taking away from my moral compass. I do feel like niggas that be friends with folks and they turn around and air them out the way that this dude is airing out Yandy, I think that shit is so lame. That is the worst shit in the world. Like, I would never do no shit like that. I don't give a fuck how mad I am at my best friend. I'm never finna put them on blast like that. That ain't no shit that I ever do. And I don't see anybody, like a lot of folks are going up for this shit because they don't like Yandy. But in my opinion, I still don't think that shit is cool. I don't think it's right at all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not right. It ain't cool. Don't nobody need to be going up for the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody need to be going up for that bullshit at all because it ain't cool. So it ain't right. I don't like that. Now, let's move on to the other part. So this is the man. So he says, out of respect for everyone involved, I've stayed silent as the internet did and what it as the internet did and what it does. But to be clear, yes, I was involved with Yandy Smith, and it wasn't just a one-time situation. It happened over a period of time. I'm not here to argue, defend, or point fingers. I take responsibility for my part, and I am moving forward privately. I won't be speaking on this again. Respectfully, let's move on. I'm boyfriend number 2. Cause the first one, he don't really seem like he know what to do. Okay, so all this time, Yandy Smith been sitting on Love and Hip Hop, crying about how they need to stop playing with a family, crying about how they need to stop ruining black families and all this other shit she been saying. And you mean to tell me that all this time you done had you a nigga on the side? But I ain't really upset about it. I mean, they've been saying that what's his name? They've been saying that Mendy's been fucking around on Yandy for a long time now. So if he been fucking around on Yandy like everybody been saying he has, then I ain't really upset about Yandy going out getting her a piece of side dick. In my opinion, I ain't really mad about it, to be honest. Now, this is interesting. After this news thing came out, now this is what the interesting part is. Now, Mendici is out here linking up with Ralph now. They toasting, they hanging out, and it seems like a mad bitch link up. That's what it's looking like, a mad bitch link up. These niggas sit up here probably cheers into having their wives cheating on them and all kinds of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're out here hanging out, cheers. And they got Future playing, who's one of the most toxic baby daddies in the industry. So, you know, both of you two niggas is two toxic husbands, and then y'all got a nigga like Future playing in the background as y'all toast and shit like that. So what are y'all toasting? Y'all are mad bitches. Y'all are mad bitches because y'all wives played a game that y'all thought that y'all was doing better than them, and they done showed y'all that they not the ones to be played with, honey. Shout out to Drew and shout out to Yandy Smith. I ain't mad at now one of they ass. I promise y'all I'm not mad at now one of them. Like, if they out here getting dick, girl, get all the you want to get. I promise you I ain't mad at you. I'm not. And everybody else might be mad, but Scotty, by nature, ain't mad in the least bit. I promise you I'm not mad about none of that shit. Because like I said, Mendici been fucking on Yandy for a long time. And Yandy was holding him down while he was in jail. She was on that receiver every Saturday and Monday. You know what I mean? Holding it down, fighting with his baby mamas on TV, pretending like she was legally married to him, had a whole damn wedding on national damn TV. National TV. And it was on live TV at that. Okay, live TV at that. Live TV. And then you play with everybody, girl. You play with everybody. So everybody been looking at you kind of crazy for a long time, Yandy. And do you know that there was a time, y'all, where I used to love me some Yandy Smith? Like, if y'all go back and look at my old Love and Hip Hop reviews, baby, I used to be here for Yandy. Like, I could not stand Chrissy. I used to call Chrissy Pissy. I used to call her Miss Mo. I could not stand Chrissy. So I used to go up for Yandy. But as I got older, I realized how much Yandy be lying. And I realized how untrustworthy Yandy really is, honestly. But what I will say is this here. This is what I will say, girl. At the end of the day, if Yandy was out here creeping around on Mendici, that's one thing. But if you supposed to be her best friend, though, and you've been her best friend for all this time, loving on her children, all this other stuff, it doesn't matter if you mad. And it don't matter what happened in your friendship. It's never a good look for you as not only a man, but as a person that claimed to be her family and as a person that claimed to be her friend, to go out and blast her on the blogs and stuff like that. Ain't none of that shit cute. Ain't none of that shit right. And I don't give a damn. It ain't cool. And a lot of us cannot like Yandy all the fuck we want to. But at the end of the day, that shit that nigga right there pulling on her, it ain't cool. And y'all know it ain't cool. We need to take our dislike out of this situation for real, for real. Take the dislike out of the situation and realize that this man is fucking wrong for that. Like he is absolutely wrong for it. Now, is it some good ass tea? The messy part of me is enjoying the tea now. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm mad at him from giving us the tea now. I'm enjoying the tea. But at the same point in time, it's like, nigga, you don't look like you think you look. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't look like you think you look. Like you look kind of crazy. You look kind of fucked up. You look kind of bum rushed. Like you look real stupid right about now. And you thinking you making her look bad, but in all reality, you're making your own damn self look bad, honestly. Honestly, you're making your own goddamn self look bad. For real. So I don't know, child. Let me go ahead and look at what y'all probably saying in these comments. Let me look at y'all. Trifling as hell, exactly. So many of these black love couples are frauds, and you know something, they are. That's why a lot of them I don't really look up to these, I don't look up to these couples. Like, even with Sierra and Russell, a lot of people look at them as couple goals. I don't look at them as couple goals. Do I love the fact that do I love and do I love that Sierra got that love in her life that she really wanted and needed after all of the frogs that she kissed from 50 Cent to, Bow Wow to all these other niggas and shit like that? Yes, I love that, but I'm not looking to them for the ideal relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I actually like imperfections in a relationship. It leads to lessons being learned. So I don't really want a perfect relationship. Shit, let's go through some shit together. Let's learn from each other. Like, I ain't got time for us to be leprechauns and Lucky Charms and skipping through the damn garden every day. Like, let's go through some challenges or some obstacles, not some stuff that we can't handle together. But like, I never really look to these so-called black love couples as couple goals. Honestly, I never have. Let me see. What's crazy to me is how these men can cheat and expect automatic forgiveness, yet if it happens to them, devastation. Boy, by karma serves you consequence. And that's exactly, Miss Ann, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. You feel what I mean? Like, no. Like, men cheat all the time, but when a woman go back and cheat on them, they act like it's the end of the world. They act like somebody killed them. They be acting like A. Marie. I just died in your arms tonight. I just died in your... Like, girl. You know what I mean? Let me see. Oh, I'm too old to be struggling with someone. Not me, girl. I didn't say anything about struggle. I said, let's learn together. Let's learn lessons. Let's deal with some shit together. Let's battle some storms together. When I say that don't necessarily mean us struggling. You know what I mean? It's just about, going through real life. You know what I mean? And even with all that, you can still be happy. Let me see. And when I say that, I don't mean being a toxic relationship either, because that's not what I'm saying at all, ever. Let me see what else is going on. That's why you can't trust anyone, and trusting people you have as employees, that should stay as is, nothing else. If I'm going to be doing shit, no one would know but me, and that's on period. Exactly. Okay. In old episodes of Love and Hip Hop New York, Ra Ali said that Mendici had a shrimp. Wasn't he also locked up for SA against an ex-teenage daughter? I think that wasn't true though. That whole teenage daughter thing, I don't think that was true. Let me see. Exactly. No such thing as couple goals. No one knows what happened behind closed doors. Exactly. A man speaking under a woman's skirt will always be unattractive to me. Go ahead, Yandy. I'm not mad at her. The only thing is people need to stop making other people their couple goal. I agree. If people dated like the people on Love on the Spectrum, the world would be a better place. Right. The friend was dumb for it, moving the third menu off the table before taking the pics. Now your man gone and you trying to air Yandy out. Right. Just dumb, child. Made yourself look stupid. But anyway, moving on. Let's get into Miss Porsha Williams, honey. Now, Porsha Williams is in the news because apparently Porsha Williams won the prenup battle against Simon Gobadia. She's going to keep the Rolls Royce and the mansion, and she will also receive $40,000 monthly in alimony. Let's get into that, y'all. So the article reads, Porsha Williams has finally won her prenup battle against Simon Gobadia after a year of back and forth in court. According to US Weekly, a judge ruled this week that Porsha will be awarded her prenuptial agreement, which was set in place when she and Simon first tied the knot in 2022. Porsha will receive $40,000 a month in alimony for the next 15 months and will have her legal fees covered. She will also be allowed to continue living in their $7 million Atlanta home until 2027, and she gets to keep the Rolls Royce that Simon gifted to her. Before the judge awarded Porsha the prenuptial agreement, Simon argued that he would not have agreed to all of these financial obligations had he known Porsha was going to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He claimed she misled him into believing that she was done with reality TV and that the prenuptial agreement was made in bad faith. However, Porsha pushed back, claiming the only reason she decided to return to reality TV was to offset the numerous financial obligations that Simon failed to fulfill under the temporary order. She also cited the need to offset the significant legal expenses that Porsha has already incurred in pursuing enforcement of the parties' prenuptial agreement and defending herself against Gobadia as it relates to the instant divorce action. This led to the judge ruling in Porsha's favor, and now she can finally put that chapter behind her. Now, that is pretty much the article about Porsha Williams, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest. Even though that article tells us that Porsha won, I was told something different, okay? No lies. I was told something different. I was told that Porsha really left with nothing once again. She ain't really getting what everybody thinks she getting. He got to sign that damn Rolls Royce over to her in order for her to get it. And he probably not even gonna pay her based off of what my people were saying. And also according to what someone told me, he can challenge it just so she can pay for more lawyers and stuff like that. Like it's probably not gonna be as easy as everybody thinks it's gonna be for her. Because here's my thing. Where is he gonna get the $40,000 to pay her? Number one. That's why I don't believe that she finna get shit from him, because that man ain't got no money, and we already know that he really ain't got no money like that. Like, we know that he's a scammer. So where he gonna get the $40,000 from to pay her? I don't know. And on top of that, tongues be wagging. And this is just allegedly. I don't know how true this shit is. But like I said, people be talking. And someone told me that she was out here fucking around on Simon and he found out about it. That's the main reason why there's a divorce now. That's what I was told now. Listen, now, a lot of the shit that I have told y'all has come out to be true. Y'all do know that. I got a source in Atlanta. A lot of the shit that I've told y'all has turned out to be true. Last time I told y'all that Shamia and Porsha was gonna fall out. They had fell out during filming, and guess what? They fell out. I told y'all last summer they was beefing during filming. I told y'all that. I told y'all that Porsha really wasn't filming with Shamia like that. Y'all see on the show, she really wasn't. A lot of stuff that I told y'all that Porsha was gonna be beefing with Drew all season because she can't talk about Simon. I told y'all that last summer, and guess what? She's beefing with Drew all season because she can't talk about Simon. Everything I told y'all has been true. So I'm just saying, hey Sheridan, I'm just saying. So a lot of this shit that I've said to you guys is true, and it's a whole lot more that I know that I don't talk about, but I just give y'all a little bit of nuggets that I feel like is more important for people to know. But I just, I don't know, but one could say that Porsha isn't as dumb as everybody thinks she is. Because everybody thinks that Porsha is dumb, but there are some people out there that feel like this girl ain't as dumb as this girl ain't as stupid as we think she is, man. She might play that role of stupid, but she ain't that fucking stupid. You feel what I'm saying? And I think those are probably the most dangerous motherfuckers in the world, to be quite honest, because anytime you can play dumb and get your way, baby, you are a dangerous motherfucker. I promise you are. I promise you a dangerous motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like you a dangerous ass motherfucker if you doing that. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, she may not be as dumb as we think, but who knows? Um, what else is going on? But yeah, I want to know what y'all thinking about this whole thing. Scotty sounds like the little black girl meme. I told y'all because listen, I'm not and listen, I don't like to be one of them people that be like, I told y'all, or be on my Kenya Moore. I've been vindicated. That's not what I'm on. I'm just saying I told y'all a lot of shit over the last year, and it was true. It all came out to be true. You feel what I'm saying? So, and like I said, there's a lot I could say that I ain't said. So, check that. Okay, let me see. Porscha's stupidity is because she keeps trying to find a rich man to retire her and struck out twice. She's smart enough to invest in herself and build herself up. That I can agree with. Porsha jumped before she got mixed up in Simon's fraud-ish. Okay. Simon is spiteful. I don't see him paying her anything. The U.S. courts can't do anything to him if he doesn't. Well, was she fucking around on her bed sheets? Product placement. Oh my God, y'all are crazy. Is Porsha Officer Doofy from Scary Movie? I don't know if she's Officer Doofy, but she's definitely a damn doofy. She's definitely a damn doofy. Let me see. As long as he stays away from the U.S., he ain't got to pay nothing. Even if he has assets in the U.S., wouldn't his debts have to be paid off first? That's true. She left less than Fallon. How dreadful. I don't really know what Fallon left with now. I can't speak on her shit because I don't know what she left with. I'm afraid. I don't know if her ass left with nothing, because the way he treated her, it's like, girl, what did you leave with? You feel what I'm saying? Like, girl, what is going on? What did you leave with, honey? Okay. Let me see. Let me see what else. Simon sounded eerily calm in his interview from the detention center. Nobody sounds like that right after deportation, right? Nigerian law is completely different. It is. Child, not the Porsha hate train coming through here. I'm going to House of Aaron's. Oh, bitch, please. Let me see. I don't blame her for cheating, because I wouldn't care if Simon had 10 million on the dress of my body, wouldn't cooperate. I don't think that Porsha was really into Simon like that. I never thought that she was. I thought she was into the money. I never thought that she was into Simon. Because there's nothing about Simon that makes me want to go fuck. I'm just being honest. There's nothing about Simon that makes me want to, want nothing about Simon makes me want to be like Toto. The way he kissed my lips, yeah. Mm-hmm. He made me wear it in my pants, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, none of that is going on anytime I look at Simon. None of that is going on anytime I'm looking at Simon. Simon ain't fine. And there's older men that's fine. Like, that's around Simon age that's kind of fine. Like, it's a lot of them like that. But girl, Simon ain't fine, and she knows she ain't wrong. Simon hinted on TikTok that he isn't paying her. Simon don't give a fuck about Porsha. That is the thing that people need to know. Simon don't care about Porsha. And Simon thought that Porsha thought that she was going to be the one. She thought her hips, her ass, them titties of hers, and them donkey teeth was going to, pretty much solidify her position. And he was not going to treat her like he treated Fallon. But baby, I said from the very beginning, A lot of you motherfuckers that sitting up here going up for her, taking somebody's man, then do know that the way you get them will be the way that you lose them. Okay, the way that you get them will be the way you lose them. Okay, because Porsha, when that man was going through that divorce, Porsha went in that man's DMs, and Porsha said, "I got what you want, got what you need. Can I get another shot? This time I'ma make it hot." Then she came to them DMs and said, "Okay, that's what she said." Do you need to hear me one more time? Porsha came in that man DMs, and Porsha said, "I got what you want, got what you need. Can I get another shot? This time, I'ma make it hot." Okay? While Fallon, on the other hand, was sitting on that interview with Up and Adam, saying she was calling her husband at the crib when he turned off his phone and said to call him back. Why, silly me? Why didn't I suspect that he was making love to someone else? Boy, you killing me. Okay? Okay? I'm just telling y'all what she said. When in all reality, when Porsha came over to Simon and Fallon's house, and when Simon was sitting over there watching him, Fallon should have walked her skinny ass over there to Simon and said, "Hey there, you boy, I done had it with this. I see, I've been watching your ways. It seems that when Porsha walks by, your head can't keep from turning. Cause see, finally I'm learning. No way, that's it. I'm not having that there. I see we'll be headed our own way. There's no explanation for me. Cause you can't be hugging on me when your eyes are across the street. I'm just saying. I could care less than how hard it may be, but your eyes better not wonder why you're walking next to me. If Porsha is so fine, then that's where you should be." That's all she was saying. She told Simon that his eyes better not wonder why he's walking next to her. Okay, that's what he said. That's what she told him. And he sat up there and fucked Porsha. Poor Fallon. I just ain't got no words for her. Shout out to Nicole Ray for both records that I just, quoted. Make It Hot and Eyes Better Not Wonder. Okay, shout out. But once again, they're basically saying that Porsha won, but there's some people out there that say she really didn't win a damn thing. Okay, so whatever. Moving on to the very last topic of the night, and that is this ongoing war with Drew and Ralph. Okay, it's ongoing, it's ongoing, it's ongoing, it's ongoing, it's ongoing, and it's like it ain't gonna stop no fucking time soon. Okay, because Ralph is out here constantly putting out messages and doing all kinds of stuff or whatever, right? So I think I pulled up the wrong. Yeah, that was the wrong one I had my overlay on. But anyway, first of all, we're gonna start off with Drew, because Drew came out and said this. Let me take this overlay off so y'all can see for yourself. Now, Drew came out and said he is really trying to earn his peach today, huh? My producer, Marcus Burns, wouldn't fabricate or follow fake storylines. He was the person who found out Ralph was in Tampa and told me because we were supposed to get COVID tested, which is probably true because y'all do know that they were filming season 13 during the height of COVID. I mean, when we first found out about COVID, okay? Look at Ralph with his titties showing, got his whole cleavage out, child. So then after that, let's get into the next thing. So Ralph came out and said this. Now let's be clear. Tampa was resolved before we started filming RHOA. Our first day of filming was our actual anniversary, which was August the 21st. On camera, you saw a fabricated reenactment for TV that evolved into the villain versus damsel narrative. After filming, we celebrated our anniversary at Chateau Elan. The first text shows where I was and how I felt and why I left and how I felt in my tone. The second text is from our producer for the first day of filming, and the third text is the day of that video. Why didn't they put the text mess? Oh, there go the text messages. Okay, so these text messages come from August of 2020. Like I said, during the whole height of COVID-19, right? So if you want to talk over me or interject, I'm shutting down completely going forward. I'm no longer fighting to be heard. Good luck truly understanding through assumptions of what I'm saying or doing. Okay, I truly did miss you and was extremely hurt. Not sure if you realize. That's fine. Yet you still don't know or understand why I left. By the way, I went to the beach. I needed to spend some time with God, gain my composure, and truly understand what I'm doing. I went to my new place of refuge and desperately needed to get away. I needed to find my happiness. You don't know, but I was at a critical breaking point, and leaving was by far the best thing I could have done. Although it hurt you by leaving, it would have hurt tremendously more if I stayed. It's actually easier to communicate through text. So the over here on the other side of this screen is the messages with the producer. I got you. I'll be there in the morning. Bet. I heard it was so good this morning. I had a situation, so I didn't make it. I'll be at the dinner tonight. Good to hear, and we'll see you soon. So then that's the video, which was August 23rd, 2020. You have my debit card. Can you bring it in? Okay. So, yes, that was, I guess that's the anniversary and that's the video or whatever. Whatever. The love and support was real. I wasn't just a husband. I was her partner, investor, music producer, strategist behind the scenes. I poured in Drew's career before and during RHOA, helping shape key moments like the autograph with Latoya and the infamous dog bone with Fatum. Our mission was clear: to turn Drew into a household name, build businesses, and create lasting legacy for our kids. I told Drew several times over the years to show up authentic and make reality TV match our reality. Unfortunately, here we are, but nonetheless, I wish her well. Okay, so let's continue on with that. Okay, where we at? Not feeling good about this trip. What happened? Candy made a new nickname for me, Drama with Drew. Like you're always in drama or starting drama, always in drama. So here we go. This was December 14th, 2021. So they had to be in Blue Ridge at that time. I got her, baby. I said, sit, boo boo, sit. Told Sheree to get her puppy, watchdog, lap dog. Told her to pee in the bush. She showed up drunk. I got her bone and treats in my purse, just waiting for the right moment to bring it out. So then he revealed that she only had $500 to her name. And this is when she texts him, oh my God, okay, thanks. I had a long week. I have 500 to my name. I got you as long as you got me. Ah, baby, thank you, husband. Got you forever. Call me when you can. So guess she was at V Nail Salon in Duluth. And she said, babe, I need money to book Dr. Ken's flight. Okay. So then here we are, October the 29th, 2020. Okay. Your logic is just off and you're not thinking smart, my opinion. One, you say you have a family at home, but you create a storyline that you're going to stay to visit family during a hurricane. Stupidest shit I've ever heard. Number two, this is a job, but you're acting scared to get on a 1 hour flight. Seems very childish to me and shows that you were truly affected and defeated. Guarantee you Porsha cried, dried it up, and back to living her best life. Everyone understands what this show is about. Who says Porsha's departure wasn't planned or scheduled? Number three, opposed to an hour flight, you're going to take a 9 hour drive? Okay. It's a game. This is chess, not checkers. You have to think smarter. Also, you're starting to have too many people in your ear, and it's only going to get worse. You may be used to this from theatrical, but you're not used to the impact of reality TV. Lastly, I have to be very mindful of what I share with you. Never know when you will repeat it and use it against me or show my message to 30 million people. I also have to be smarter with you. Replace all smart with strategic. Not saying you're not smart, but chess is a game of strategic thinking, not mere whatever. He cut those messages off. He talked to her like she dumb as fuck. I guess that's pretty much the gist of that. So That was pretty much Ralph talking to Drew like she's a dumbass. But the thing is, I'm trying to understand what was your whole purpose or what was your duty of exposing any of this? Because from what it looks like to me, it looks like you were just being her husband. And if Drew was down to her last $500, so the fuck what? You're her husband. Whatever she falls short on, you should be able to give it to her. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. What T say? This is all your fault. If you were doing your job as a side of Coastal like you were supposed to, he wouldn't be online leaking texts. T, shut your ass up, bitch. Shut up. You go focus on you and your sister wife, okay? You focus on whether or not y'all gonna get a new season picked up. You focus on that. Don't come over here, okay? Don't come over here, bitch. Anyway, but here's my thing though. If you down to your last five, if she's down to her last 500 books, so the fuck what? That's your husband. You her husband. That's your wife. Whatever she's short on, you supposed to give it to her. Listen, you can call me whatever you want to. You can call me dumb. You can probably call me a sugar daddy. You can call me whatever. But if my nigga said, I'm low on cash, I can't pay for this, can you help me? If I got it, I'm gonna give it to him. I've done it many times before. Now, some of that shit that I did, I wasn't proud of. Now, I done paid motherfucker bills and shit before. I done all that because if I'm in a relationship with you and you fall on hard times, bitch, I got you. I mean, it is what it is. Like, bitch, I got you. Like, if you falling on hard times and you can't do it, and I have the power to help you out, bitch, I got you. And you ain't got to try to pay me back. Bitch, I got you. It's just that serious. I'm gonna step for mine regardless. So I'm not gonna sit up here just because things didn't go right. I'm not gonna sit up here and put you on blast because I paid a bill or two, or I gave you shelled out a little bit of money to you when you was in need of something, or bought you lunch or some shit. Like, I ain't gonna do that, for what? I just feel like Ralph is out here trying to expose Drew and trying to make her look bad, but he's really making himself look bad though. Like, as hard as he tries to make Drew look bad, he only does it to himself. He only makes himself look way worse than he tries to make Drew look, and it's really not helping his case at all. It's not helping him. It's not helping him in the least bit. It ain't helping him at all. What make you think that anybody's gonna go in on Drew or read Drew down because she was down and out and needed some money, and you as her husband gave her the money? What you trying to do? Make her look bad? I mean, it's not anything that's a surprise that Drew probably did not have no money like that. I mean, it wasn't like Drew was getting that many acting gigs during her time on the Housewives of Atlanta. And yes, her getting on Housewives of Atlanta is what she got on there so she can get some notoriety, so she can be seen as an actress, which is sad that she had to do that in the first place because she's, Drew is a very solid actress. She showed that when she played T-Boz on the TLC movie. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, she came on here. She needed this. She needed this exposure, and that's what she chose to do. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. But in the same breath, while Ralph is sitting up here trying to expose her, this show helped you out too. It gave you what you needed too. We wouldn't know you. It's giving Martell. That's what it's giving. It's giving musty energy. And that's exactly what Martell gives off. And anytime you give off musty energy, I don't like you. I don't really like niggas that give out musty ass energy. Like, it's just not, I'm just not with that musty energy bullshit that you be like, no, I'm not with that. I don't like that at all. I'm not here for that. I'm not. Like, y'all don't even, like what Erica Mena said, you can't trust no one, not even niggas you sleep with. And you can't. Although she should have kept the N word to herself. But that was a very true statement. She slept in a bed with this man for many, many years. And this nigga already trying to play her out. And she was married to him. And he up here trying to play her out. I think that's the craziest shit in the world, y'all. But it is what it is. Let me see what DB done said, y'all. She says she's an underrated actress. Tyler Perry needs to call her. Why wasn't she on Divorced Sisters again? Why wasn't she on Divorced Sisters? And that's a good show, might I add. That's a good ass show. If y'all don't know nothing about it, y'all need to tune into it because that's a good ass show. But yes. Why wasn't Tyler Perry need to call her? Give her a show. Give her a show. I think that even with this whole situation, I think Drew need to go even harder with whatever else she got going on. Like, I think that she needs to really dive into whatever she got going on. Go harder with this music, get this shit played on the radio and all that good shit. Like, do that. As a matter of fact, Drew has a show on Bounce. I think I said that on the last live that I did. Drew got a show on Bounce. And I think I got it on my Roku. I think I got Bounce on my Roku because I said I was gonna do I ain't say I was gonna do no review on the show. I said I was gonna look at the show on Bounce and see what it's giving and tell y'all what I think about it. So she do got a show on Bounce. But however, Drew, I just want Drew to be much bigger than what she is. Like, use this vehicle and go even harder than what you are. Like the album is doing really, really well. You almost at gold status, which is amazing for a Real Housewives of Atlanta star. She's almost at gold. Okay. I wish that just like Sofa Dog said, she should have performed at the BET Awards. I absolutely agree. I don't give a fuck if she performed on the damn red carpet. She should have been at the damn award show performing. I Did It to Me. Oh, she did perform at the pre-show. Okay. Cause see, I didn't watch the pre-show. Y'all know we was doing the panel that night, so I didn't see the pre-show. Why my cousins love for me to buy this double good popcorn, that high ass shit. But she was looking out for Ralph. Yeah, and he wasn't looking out for her. That's a sad thing though. But I'm not judging, because at the end of the day, a lot of us have done crazy stuff in the name of a man. I know I have. Because baby, when I love you, honey, I love you. I love you down. When I say I love a nigga, I love a nigga. You definitely gonna show it. Let me see. I would love if Tyler could do a movie or show depicting Black women living happy. I get tired of the sadness and tragedy associated with us. Unpopular opinion, I'm sure. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think everybody thinks that. Yes, Drew should really keep staying focused. She's so talented and so professional. I love her comebacks when people try to shade her. She look at them like, "You good, honey?" Exactly. I ain't never been no silly hoe for no man. Bitch, stop lying. Yes, you was. You a silly hoe for Marceau, bitch. I mean, if you really want to find someone thinking to my high, I'll be that one for you. If you really want to know, boy, you need a silly hoe to do whatever you want to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, let me see. You work for the Haitian man, the AKA stole from you. Call T out. Call him out, honey. Call him out. And shout out to Chasing Reality. Shout out to the Chasing Reality platform, honey. Shout out to y'all, okay? But let me see. Madea is the only Black woman that can be strong and happy in the Tyler Perry universe. Listen, y'all stupid. Y'all real stupid. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Y'all know every time I end this video, I just got to tell y'all how much I love you guys, how much I appreciate y'all support and all of those great things. I really love y'all down, and I can't wait for y'all to read my book. I'm gonna keep talking about this book until it come out. I'm still reading these damn edits. When I tell you this book, I didn't realize this book gonna be that long. But yes, I'm still reading over my edits so we can get this book out, honey. And I'm gonna need all of y'all to support this book. This book got to be supported, honey. And yes, I have watched the K Michelle interview. I did. It was a very good interview with her and Cam Newton. very good interview. It was 2 hours long, but it's a good 2 hours. I will say that. I definitely did watch that interview. But yes, I'm gonna talk about this book till it come out. Okay, and it's on the way. I just got to finish reading these edits. I even took my laptop to work and everything so I can finish reading these edits and shit. But yes, honey. We got a lot going on this year, and another thing that I'm very excited about besides the book is the podcast that JoJo and I are doing called the Bestie Chat Podcast, and it will be on Josiah's platform, honey. He'll be flying in here next month so we can do it in person. Yes, I cannot wait. So maybe I should trade. I haven't been in, my mind be going a million miles a minute. Sometimes I go into Discord, I lurk and see what y'all been talked about, and then I be on to something else. I need to just go in there at least for once and just talk to everybody. I need to make more time to do that. But oh, the name of the book. Let me tell you what the name of this book is. The name of the book is Too Feisty Wants to Argue with Me, Volume 1, once again. As a matter of fact, this is not Volume 1 of Too Feisty Wants to Argue with Me. Too Feisty Wants to Argue with Me, Volume 50 is the name of the book. So I think you guys should pick it up because it has a whole lot of experts in this book of Too Feisty wanting to fight with me. And it's I think it's very immaculate. I think it's very creative. I think it's a great body of work to see how much this girl wants to argue with me. It's amazing. But yes, Too Feisty Wants to Argue with Me, Volume 50. I swear to you, it's going to be a bestseller. But no, seriously. The name of the book is called That's Why You're Lonely. Y'all would not believe where the title came from. So let me tell y'all where the title came from. I know y'all not here for that, but I'm gonna tell y'all, then we're gonna be gone. So here's the thing. The title of the book came from my friend. He was singing Keisha Cole, I Remember. And he was not singing the song right. He had the lyrics all wrong. In the song, Keisha Cole says, I was sad and lonely. That's what Keisha Cole says. But he would say, that is why you're lonely. That's what he would say. And that was a long running joke amongst amongst my group of friends back home that he would sing that song the wrong way. And I just took that and I said, I'm going to write a book with that name. And I did that. And that's going to be my first published piece of work. That's where the name of the book came from. Because he was singing Keisha Cole's I Remember wrong as fuck. And I chose to use it as a title of the book. And it goes with exactly what I was looking for. So, absolutely. So if you want to know where I got the name, got the title from, that is where I got it from. Because my friend was singing the wrong damn lyrics to Keisha Cole. And I took that and made it a title to my novel, and it now has 12 volumes. But right now, we're publishing the first one. So that is where you get it from. So, yes, that's where I got the title. But anyway, y'all. Too Feisty says she'll be reviewing the book. So y'all make sure y'all get into her when she does it and things like that. So I really hope y'all get into it when it comes out. We're trying to have it out by the end of the summer. I say, God damn, it's raining like cats and dogs outside. But anyway, y'all, I'm up out of here, y'all. I will see you guys on tomorrow because I do work real late. Let me let y'all know I work late tomorrow. I work a night shift tomorrow. So normally I go live right after Housewives of Atlanta, but I won't because I'll be at work tomorrow night. So T will be going live after the fact. However, I'll be going live for the Real Housewives of Atlanta on Monday night. And plus I do host the panel on Monday night as well. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow, be on the lookout for 2 videos. I'm going to try to do both of them tonight. One of them is a character analysis on Drew Sidora, and the other one is a Yes for the Mess video. And I might just add a third one just in case. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna give y'all 2 or 3. It might be just 2, but I'll work on them tonight. But anyway, you guys, I'm out of here, and I will talk to you guys later.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit like
bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin.
attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.